Hi, this is Trevor Conquergood. Welcome to this week's RNK Software Club's video for the week. And the topic for this week is going to be about creating outlines. So let's go ahead and head over to the RNK Software and talk about the tool. You'll find it here up at the top in your sort of red tool group where it says Create Outlines. Now, currently, the tool is not brightly lit, and that means, of course, you'll need to do something first before you can use it. And in this case, we'll need to select something to create an outline around, and that can be pretty much anything, but there are a few things that I'll explain. And so, for example, I'm looking in our free monthly designs for October of 2009, and the designs are all of these little kind of Halloween designs, and I'm just going to bring in this Halloween tree. And so once it's on my screen, if I click to select the design, and it's all grouped together, so it selects everything for me automatically. Now I'm ready to use the tool. Notice up at the top it says Create Outlines. You can go ahead and click on it. And so the first sort of little window that opens up, and it gives you some options. So the first thing is the number of ripples. So you can set that as low as 1, or I guess any number of increases on top of that. Let's look at 1 first, and then we'll try, seeing what it looks like with more of them. So basically, the next thing is the spacing. So when you create your design, how far around the embroidery will this new outline get created? And so then you have other options for whether you want them to cascade or spiral. Well, that's going to matter more if there's sort of more than one, I guess. Join repeats, remove selection. These are all the different options. So when we click and say OK, it'll go ahead and make that outline that goes around your design. And so a lot of times we like to have an extra outline around a design, and it could be for a variety of reasons. Let's go ahead and find another one. And so kind of looking through the free designs that came with the software, April 2010, there's this cute little bunny rabbit. If I bring the bunny on screen and click to select them, and then click on the tool, Create Outlines, the same window opens up. So this time, let's try putting more than one outline. So if I put, for example, 5 outlines, it will make 5 outlines that will go around the bunny, and each one will be the same distance apart. Now, the distance is set at, 0.118 of an inch. You can put any number you want. I'll put in 0.2, so every 0.2 of an inch away from the bunny and going on for 5 times, we'll get these shapes. So let's go ahead and click OK. So it goes ahead and makes the shapes. Okay, now we can't see them right away, so that tells me they're probably white. What I can do is just click on the empty workspace to let go, look in my sequence view and scroll to the bottom, because whatever gets added will always be added kind of at the end. So this is that color white that if I just click on another color in my workspace, now we can see what got made, right? So see how there's 5 outlines? And if you look in the sequence view and kind of expand that color, you'll notice that it looks like it's artwork and it's all one piece. So there's maybe 5 of them, but they're currently all combined into one. If you wanted to interact with them independently, I mean, if you just want to make it a run stitch, well then fine, you can click run stitch right now and it'll run stitch around all of them, no problemo. But what I'm saying is if you wanted to do one as a run stitch, one as a satin, one as a motif, or changing the kinds, then what you need to do is select that run stitch or artwork, whatever, kind of whatever you've assigned to it at the bottom. But what you need to do is break it apart. So up here on the green tool group up at the top, when you click on break apart, instead of getting one, outline, I get each one of those outlines being independently selectable. So notice now in the color at the bottom, instead of being all one thing, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes, and you can select any one of them. So if you wanted to make the first one a run stitch, then make the second one like a satin stitch, and then leave the third one a run stitch, do another satin stitch. You see the idea. You can sort of change which kind they are, or maybe what would look cool is to do a motif along one of those lines like that and leave run stitches on either side. And so that's kind of a fun tool, the Create Outlines. Let's go ahead here. Let's hit undo, undo, and just go undo enough times to kind of go back to the bunny. So one more time, yeah, so now we have, you can see there's no outlines around the bunny, and so we'll go ahead and select the bunny again. And this time we'll do create outlines, but we'll tell it to spiral. So notice when I say spiral and do 5, that what happens is it goes around the horn kind of 5 times. So, and once again, it's going to be in the white color. So I'm going to select it and I'm just going to make it red again. So this time it's a little bit different because it spiraled. It started here on this ear and it went around and around and around and it went around 5 times and it kind of finishes where it starts off. So maybe here on the bunny that doesn't make total sense, but for example, sometimes in quilting, this is a nice way to do it because you don't have any kind of repeating of any parts of your lines. It just goes around to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. Anyhow, they're the options of the tool. I wanted to also show, so I'm going to just select all of this and click delete. There are a few times when create outlines might not work for you, and there could be some workarounds. So, for example, text is one of those times where if I create a text segment, and of course it'll place down the words my text, and you can make these be, any kind of words that you want, but what I'll do is just point out that the create outlines tool is not available. And that's because Create Outlines is not set to work with text. Now, maybe that's something that we can improve in the future, and we'll look into that. But for now, there's a simple workaround. And so what I would do is I would just use the Select tool to select the text, and then click Copy and Paste. So you really end up with like 2 copies of the same text right on top of each other. And so leave the first one as the text that's actually going to be in your design. And then take the second group, the second text, select that, and use the right-click option for breakup text. See that? It says breakup text. So when I choose breakup text, instead of having a text segment, which we still have, from the first copy of it, we now have an M and a Y and a T and an E and an X and a T. And so if I select all of those letters, I'll just click on one and hold down Shift and click on the last one, select them all. Notice now that I can use the Create Outlines option. And so why don't we set it to 1 outline? It can be at whatever distance you want. I'll put it back to Cascade and say OK. So what it did was it created an outline around the my. If I had made it bigger and those touched, it would have, joined and it would have become one shape. But because of the size and the space between the words, we got, one around the M, one around the my, one around the text. So now that you've done that, you can probably get rid of the sort of the broke apart letters. You didn't need them anymore. So now you end up with your outline and your text. Now the cool thing is, this is usually why I do outlines with text, is I'll take that sort of artwork and make it to be a fill, and maybe change its color, and then make it so first. So it creates like a kind of like a halo background, kind of like an outline around a design, but in a different way. And so there's lots of great reasons to do the tool Create Outlines. Another time when Create Outlines might kind of not work for you is when the design is in stitches. In other words, if you choose Open and you browse around your computer and you find a design that's like a stitch format like PES or JAF or VP4 or whatever format you use, they're based on stitches. And as you know, we have our Convert to Outlines. So I don't use Convert to Outlines unless I want, to make changes to the design. So if I don't check that off, what happens is it opens up the design, but it leaves the original design as stitches. And it doesn't sort of do that conversion process. So notice the colors simply say stitches. And each color came in. Sure, you could select this and change the color of the stitches, but they're just stitches. And the main point being here, notice that if I select all these items, that I can't use the tool, right? So this is the point. Create Outlines does not work when you open your design as stitches. If you were wanting to create outlines around a design, then when you open it, you'll need to choose this option, Convert to Outlines, and essentially the software then reads our stitches from our embroidery stitches and figures out what kind of shapes made them. and creates outlines. And that's really the sort of real key ingredient for the Floriani software, is that it's what we call outline or artwork-based embroidery. So notice now if I open up the color red, it's got run stitches and it has satin paths. And so the great news about that is if you click on select all items, now you can do create outlines and put an outline all the way around your design. And so it works pretty well as long as you have the convert to outlines turned on. Sometimes the lines aren't as smooth as I want them to be, or it didn't fully sort of map where I wanted it to go. That's not a problem, because once the artwork is made, once this shape has been created, you can select it and you can use your shape tool. And with the shape tool, you could, for example, move these points. If you wanted to, you could make them be even kind of more perfect. And if there's sort of too many of them and you don't want to have to work with so many, well then fine, click and drag a box to select a bunch of them and delete them. And then put the one that you want in there. You can right click and tell it to smooth it, and it kind of fixes all that. So if there's an area of your line that you're like, well, it looks kind of bumpy, just select all those nodes in that area and right click and tell it to smooth it, and it'll smooth that out. Now if the nodes kind of go up and down, well then you can delete a few extras or whatever you want to do. But I guess the point here is when you're using the create outlines, if you wanted to make that outline really smooth, like maybe you're going to use it with a digital cutting machine and you want to make sure it's a nice smooth line. Usually if I do them as an embroidery stitch, I don't think you could notice anyway that they're a little bit wobbly. But if you do, don't be afraid. Just go ahead. So I converted it to run stitch, a run outline, or any kind of outline you want around a design. And so that's kind of the cool tool. It's called Create Outlines. And so, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's RNK Software Club's weekly video. And until next week, have a great day. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.